I'm clearly not driving. See, I've got one hand on the camera and one hand on... Anyway, so the Overland bound rig is in the shop. Are you helping? You're not helping? Why aren't you helping? All right, now I put Miguel to work. He's holding the camera right now, so he is helping. We just picked up the rig, and now I'm going to show you what we did once we get home. Don't forget life's simple pleasures. All right, you guys, when you can, do it once, do it right. It was finally time for me to upgrade my wiring situation, so I did that. Spending money on your Overland rig is an investment in yourself, right? Because you're taking this vehicle out so that you can get outside, find that connection with nature, have a little bit of balance in your life. So you are spending a little bit of money. Sometimes it can be expensive, but if you can, do it right the first time. I've hacked things together myself. I've done it quickly, and really the threshold for me is it too cost prohibitive for me to do it now? And if I don't do it, will I be prevented from going outside? If the answer is yes, then I'll do what I can. You gotta make it work. But you can always think of an investment in your rig as a good investment in your happiness, right? There's the justification for you. All right, now let's dive right in. What'd we do? I had a rat's nest on the battery with a bunch of wires on there because I had hooked things up so that I could hit the trail. And now what I've done is we pulled all that wiring off the battery block, and we put a breaker and switch between the battery and a junction block that is fused, and all the accessories run out of that. I also put a disconnect between the winch and the battery so that if the winch isn't being used, I can disconnect it and there's no leakage or draw on the battery. And I ran a fat 4-gauge positive electric cable to the back where I'm going to install some new accessories. And in the back, I have another junction block so I can put in a bunch of positive leads and have my accessories, my USB ports and stuff like that. Let's get into it. All right, now let's get some power back here. Now that we've got that thick 4-gauge wire, it's properly switched and fused up front. We've got the cable run back here to the back. Now we can finally get some USB ports. I'm gonna go ahead and do a cigarette lighter. And also, I went with the Blue Sea. It's a Blue Sea panel. This is a marine panel. And it had all of the things that I wanted on it. You can get panels for 12 bucks, 16 bucks. This one is north of 70. So you might think of that price and go, holy cow, that's spendy. And you're right, it is. But I chose to go with this one because this is designed for marine use and ocean use, which means it's going to be very tough and corrosion resistant. So I went ahead and spent the extra money and got a panel that I know is going to last. And it also has the voltmeter, so I'll be able to keep an eye on that. Let's put it in. All right, now in the Land Cruiser, we've got an access panel here. This is where the jack goes. It's a nice supply cubby. Hopefully your vehicle has a cubby as well that you can use, but this is the panel. That's the panel we're gonna mount our power block onto. So we need to cut some holes. Right now, I don't like how this goes crossways, so I'm going to mount it vertically, and that means I'm going to have to customize this so the voltmeter is horizontal. But I think it will be a better fit, and that will allow me to put another one here in a little while. All right, where are we at? Okay, so it's the next day. That's why the lighting has changed, and I'm wearing the same shirt because I don't always change my shirt every day. Also because Team Hunt Adventures is awesome with an awesome cause. Adventure is necessary for everyone, especially kids that struggle with some kind of disability. So go and check out Team Hunt Adventures. They're awesome. Okay, hey, so now we have the panel installed, which is great. You might have seen that I wasn't very careful with the hole that I cut, and that's because I knew that this flange would cover it all up and it would be tidy. And also we've got 4 nice size screws in here to hold it all the way on this backing plate. Now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna complete the wiring, and I'll show you in detail how we do that. And then we'll try it out. We'll plug some things in, make sure it works, and hopefully our voltmeter will work as well. You guys also saw I rotated the voltmeter and flipped the switch on the panel so that I could mount this vertically. So if you need a custom installation, you'll have to evaluate that yourself. All right, let's get this thing wired up and see how it goes. All right, now back here, we have a very clean ground with nice thick gauge cable coming off and a very stout bolt here. So we have a nice clean ground. And then this is the Stinger Select junction block. It's got 4 gauge power coming in and then 8 gauge coming out with some great set screws. And then this cable runs forward into a breaker switch. So if anything goes haywire back here, it's going to throw that breaker and it's not going to start a fire. It is very important when you do your electrical wiring to have the proper relays, breakers, and fuses. It's just not worth the risk to do anything else. So we're going to go ahead and hook up the wiring, and then we'll plug it all in and get it set. All right, a couple of quick things before we wrap up here. If you find yourself reaching for the black electrician's tape, there's probably a better way to do it. You saw I used specific connectors. Find out what you need. Use the right stuff so you don't have any chance of a short. It'll give you better peace of mind. It looks like I have all the right tools and stuff, but believe me, it's easy to make it look easy when you're editing together a video. It's 3 trips to the hardware store. If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. Take your time and do it right. All right, that's it. I hope this was helpful. Leave your comments down below if you guys have any questions. I'm also going to list the materials that I use in the details, so you can check that out. And of course, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You hit that little bell, you'll be notified of upcoming videos. And until next time, outfit and explore. We hope to see you on the trail.